Hello. Welcome back to Perimenopausal Chats. I'm Gina Liberty. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with me for a bit. So, if you've watched the last 2 weeks of my videos, you will know that I had, excuse me, talked to you about gaining 9 pounds over the course of, I don't know, I said 2 months, but I think it's been 3 months. And so just kind of coaching myself back into, just like I would with my clients, back into where I want to be, right? Because I don't care about the 9 pounds. That number means nothing to me. The scale number doesn't mean anything to me. It's how I feel. And I don't feel great. And so this is continuing, and you will see that this is real and raw. I'm not going to be dishonest about anything because that's just not how I roll. And it's just, I can't hide anything on my face. So, having said that, last week I said I was going to weigh myself because I had forgotten to do it. And I am now purposefully not weighing myself because after I talked to you last, there was another development. And by development, I mean a death. And we traveled back home for a funeral. So we had a couple of days of travel and a couple of days there. And it was unexpected and just really hard because the whole family who was dealing with this directly, for lack of a better term coming to my brain right now, is a family that's near and dear to us. And it was very hard. So having said that, I still have not gotten back into being at home and getting back into my routines because of travel again, no cooking at home, eating whatever's available, doing the best I can with what is presented to me. All of that I've been talking about has continued. And so this week, I will share with you what I'm going to do, because last week I talked about my first easy step, and that was movement. And that has indeed been my easiest thing to do and to get back into and to be intentional about. There were still a couple of days there that I was still lacking, but I know there was a reason for it. And sometimes when you get hit with hard mental stuff, you just don't feel like doing anything. No matter if it's for yourself, it doesn't matter. You just don't feel like doing it. And that's where I've been quite a bit in the last week. So I feel like my movement is down and okay now. I feel like my strength training actually is apparently my subconscious next step. I got in 2 strength training programs, strength training workouts at one program. Normally I work out 4 days a week. I got in 2. I'm okay with that. This week was part travel and part catching up at work. So I'm doing another 2, and I still haven't gotten to them yet, but I will get 2 in this week, and then I will move up to 3 next week because that feels doable to me. My nutrition, I can guarantee, is going to be the quote unquote hardest. It's not hard. It's just that we allow ourselves to slip back into old habits, and that feels quote unquote easy. And that's what I'm doing. Not to mention all of the stuff that you feed your body, all of the stress, all of the things that come together to contribute to you not feeling good, to your body gaining extra pounds, whether that's water, weight, fat, whatever it may be, inflammation for sure. Your body's going to it wants more of what you're feeding it, right? So if you have those extra carbs or those extra things that you normally don't have, those extra lattes, your body's going to want to crave, it wants more of that. So in order to get out of that cycle, you have to be stronger than your body saying, I want that, right? So I heard this many years ago, something like the pain of where you are currently has to be greater than the pain of where you want to go before you will make any progress. Does that make sense? Meaning you want where you want to go. You want it. And it hurts because you're not there, right? Quote unquote hurts. Where you are now, if you sit in that, how long are you going to sit in that until it hurts enough that you want to make steps, take steps in the right direction to get to where you want to go? I may be a jumbled mess right now, but I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. I am having trouble focusing lately, and I know that if you are here because of perimenopausal chats, perimenopause, catching your eye, menopause, whatever, you understand that this happens, and it can happen often. And I know all of us have different symptoms, different severities, but I feel like this one, where the brain is not clicking quite fast enough. I'm slower in my words sometimes because my brain is trying to figure out, okay, what word is it you're looking for? And then it goes through the Rolodex and I can't find it. So that's where I'm at right now, because I feel like I feel a little lost, to tell you the truth. I want to continue to share. I want to continue to help however I can. Sometimes I just am more quote unquote real in the moment because you are getting those, what I call perimenopausal glitches. And it happens to me often. And of course, why not when I'm trying to record a video? That's okay though, because I feel like it's more relatable because you understand, right? So my update this week is not much different than last week. All I know is I am facing some resistance. So I just want to let you know, because I know my clients do the same thing and I'm no different. I'm just like you. I have just been farther ahead and I have learned the tools that can get me to where I want to go. And if something like this happens and life happens for months on end, then I know exactly what I need to do to get there. Will I still have resistance along the way? Absolutely, 100%. I am human, just like you are, and I'm going to go through the steps. I just feel like I get there faster than I would have normally done a long time ago when I didn't have things in place that I know best support my mind, body, and hormones. So if you need help, there's no shame in that. Everybody needs help from time to time to just kind of get going and or learn and or grow your own build your own healthy foundation so it's solid for when times like this comes and you know exactly what to do when you are ready to get back to it. Some people just need a little boost because they've kind of gotten out of whack a little bit. And I'm here for all of it because I know and I understand and I've been there a time or 12. And I just want to help women, because I know that life can be so cruel sometimes, and our bodies, with the perimenopause state that it's in, can be cruel sometimes. And I know that sometimes also we do not give ourselves enough grace going through this. We get frustrated quickly. We give up too quickly, too easily, because it feels hard in the moment, even though if you think about it, it might just be new. Not hard. It might be challenging, but it's not really hard. The things that you do to build your healthy, strong foundation to best support you in this time, it's not hard. Sticking to it can be a challenge. And that's where the tools, building the toolbox for you personally, because everybody is different. And you're going to have a different lifestyle. You're going to have different likes and dislikes. You're going to have different circumstances. You're going to have different symptoms. It's all different, and it needs to be tailored to you. Whatever your foundation is, it needs to be built for you, not for somebody else. That's why these cookie cutter programs do not work. They might work for a little bit, but to sustain you through life and to propel you into the next chapter of your life, it can be the best chapter. But there's things that you need to put in place to do that, to best support your mind, body, and hormones. And I'm here to help you. And I love doing that because I love seeing the light bulbs and the wins as you go along, and the realization that you can do this. You are fully capable and you have it all there. It's just bringing it together, piecing it together, building that foundation piece by piece by piece, and knowing that you have your own back. If anything comes along, if life continues to life you, you have what it takes. I fully believe in you. And if you don't fully believe in yourself yet, you will. You can borrow my belief and I will help you however I can. So I would love to hear if any of this resonated with you. If you pulled anything out of this, comment below, contact me somehow, follow me along this journey of losing that 10 pounds, 9 pounds. It's the same to me. I don't care about the poundage again. And I will weigh in at some point, probably next week, just to get, because if you're not aware of what's going on, that can be a problem as well. Whether that's your food intake, your water intake, your movement, your weight, your measurements. You can strictly go by how your clothes feel for sure and how you feel overall. That's the number one key, in my opinion. But having those markers along the way just kind of keeps you focused, intentional, on track. When I say on track, I use that loosely. I mean on track to feel your best. They're just markers. And whenever I am feeling good, I do not weigh myself all the time. I do not measure myself all the time. I do not track my food all the time. I will spot check it every few months, maybe, depending on how I feel. Oh, I feel these are a little snug. Let's see where I'm at. Let's check and see where I'm at. Okay. If the weight is up, then okay, maybe I need to check in and see how much protein I'm actually intaking, because you can get away from that and you can think that you're eating enough, and in all reality, you are not. So anyway, I could go on and on and on. I just kind of wanted to check in, and I noticed from today's video that I need to basically find some points that I want to touch on, because I was really just checking in with my week. So this is week 2. But I want to be more intentional with talking to you, and I want to help you in some way with each of these videos. Whatever it is, I want to help you. So if there's something that you have been wanting to talk about or learn more about or just chat about, whatever, I would love for you to comment below and let me know. Give me a follow. Come check it out next week, and we will have some more perimenopausal chats. And I think that's it for now. So just remember, until next time, something is always better than nothing. Chat soon.